for the Toon Squad in Space Jam 2. Slick Rick is back with us. What up, Slick? But Marcellus, you up first.
Yes.
Has LeBron's title window closed with the Lakers?
Yeah, it's over. As currently constructed, these Los Angeles Lakers, if they stay at this talent level, if they did what they did last year, just try to revamp number 3 on in the roster. Actually, number 4, because they kept Kuzma. If you try to revamp that, Kuzma, boy, what a difference some years make. They're not going to do anything. They got a Brooklyn edit. It's just as simple as that. If they don't add a major third piece, Steph Curry as everyone's floating, Damian Lillard as everyone's floating, if they don't go that level, it's a wrap, because now you're banking on another year older LeBron James and Anthony Davis with his injury concerns once again. Absolutely not. LeBron James, in full respect, because you know I think he's the GOAT, because he's done more with a basketball in his hand than anybody else who's ever played the game, is coming down the hill. We're going to see how good his breaks are, because he's coming down the hill right now. I can see him right now chilling in that big old mansion he got. Samantha looking over, is like, you hear that? He was like, nah, there ain't nobody. No, somebody in here. Who that? Check out on the cameras. That's Father Time. He in the house now. he looking for you, bro. He knows it's going to take a minute because you got a big-ass house, but he coming. He's somewhere in that crib, and it's a wrap. If y'all keep this roster on this talent level again next year, y'all gonna see how this West really rolls.
Sales exactly right on this one. I think it's done for the Lakers as it looks like with this roster.
Right.
But here's my thing, so I'm gonna go more specific.
Okay.
The Lakers don't just need any talented addition. They need someone like a Bradley Beal when it comes to scorers.
Forgot him.
That's exactly what they need. Y'all, I think LeBron James is the greatest player with the basketball, still playing right now. But the Lakers would have been better served with a Steph, with a KD, with the Harden last night, because what the Lakers did not need was a great basketball player yesterday. The Lakers needed a great scorer. They didn't need somebody who could pass the ball to an open shooter just for the open shooter to miss. They didn't need somebody who would, give me that, get a ball off the board. That's not what they needed, Slick. They so desperately needed a great scorer, and that is not what they currently have, especially when you assume AD will not be healthy. Lakers, from here on out, you got to assume you ain't have AD, period. You can't factor him in to your championship aspirations. Assume he will not be there, and if you have him, that is a bonus. I'm talking about health, not because of a departure. But go through the West. The 8th seed was the Grizzlies, Ja Morant. He can get you 50 at any point in time. Skip the 7th seed, that's the Lakers. Then you got your 6th seed, whether you talk about the Mavericks or even the Blazers. Dame can give you 50 at any point in time. Luka can give you 50 at any point in time. Suns, Booker can give you 50 at any point in time. Nuggets, Jamal Murray, assuming he's healthy. Remember last year, he gave you 50, 42, and 50 in 3 consecutive games. The Lakers need somebody who is just an assassin when it comes to getting a bucket. I really don't care how much defense you can play. I really don't care how many boards you can get. But when I sat there and I watched Devin Booker, when I sat there and before that game and I watched Michael Porter Jr. get you 6 trays, I'm like, Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. Can you please do it for the Lakers too?
Again, Acho, God's got to step in, and again. I mean, he gave you the bubble last year. Come on. How much are you asking for? Here's the reality. Yes, the window is closed, and the question is, can Lakers GM Rob Pelinka open it again? Because let's not forget where we were 2 years ago with what the team that LeBron had. And yes, they were able to get AD over the summer, but then they added a lot of pieces that we didn't think a whole lot of at the time. And yet it came together and it ended up winning a championship. Asterisk, bubble, whatever. So I'm not saying that it can't happen again, but I can take you into the weeds a little bit and tell you that that window's not just painted over. It's got a couple nails driven in it as well, because their cap situation, as it stands, they are in a world of hurt. Even if they don't re-sign Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Markieff Morris, and Andre Drummond, if Montrezl Harrell, or Dennis Schroeder, if Montrezl Harrell opts into his player option, they are basically capped out. So that means, can I flip a Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to improve? Can I flip a Kyle Kuzma?
No.
I'm not going to say that it's impossible to open that window again. But that's what Rob Pelinka is looking at in being able to reconfigure this team. The bottom line is, to Marcellus's point, You can't just re-sign and run it back as it was this year and think that you're going to win a championship. There's going to have to be some changes made in order to reopen that window.
Yes, I'm glad you brought up the cap situation. And please, Trez, opt in so you can strap this team. That's the Clipper thing to do. Like, you owe us one, big dog. Like, you left us in the same building. Opt in, and the boys are stuck. Because if you look at their cap situation, not much to work with. And they only got 5 players with guaranteed contracts. LeBron, AD, KCP, Kuzma, and Gasol. I'm going to say that again, y'all. Y'all think that's going to win in this West now? Y'all know what the West looking like? You think Phoenix is going anywhere right now? The Warriors get Steph, Clay, and a lottery pick next year to add to a team that still has Wiggins in the boys. Good Lord. Lakers had the oldest roster coming into this season. And these young guns ain't playing. You may not respect them. You may not see it coming. It may blindside you. But guess what? It's there, and it's better than yours. So, old Betsy, I want to call these Lakers right now. You know, old Betsy in the garage. You think old Betsy, got this big old engine. Old Betsy could beat anything on the road. See old Betsy at a red light. Old Betsy gonna smoke you. Okay, so they think that all they got to do is wash and tune up old Betsy, and old Betsy gonna do something on the road. Well, y'all know me. I'm Mr. Tesla up here. Call me Elon Musk. Yep, got me a Tesla. Look like a minivan, a mail truck, whatever you want to call it, right? Got 3 car seats in the back. Yes, I do. And I've been at the red light before. And these little young cats, you know, they act like I ain't got no money or I got some money, but I'm an old man with money. And I had a Ferrari before. And I remember this one time, this dude at the red light had a Ferrari. He looking at me, 454, white one. Ooh, I wanted it. But anyway, he's sitting at the red light. He look, I'm like, oh, you want some smoke? Boy, you see these car seats in here. I ain't racing you, you fool. But you can go to Motor Trend Car Report and realize my Tesla is faster than that. And you can't even tell. You can't even see it. And that's what's happening to these Lakers. Throw old Betsy out there with a tune-up in the car wash and think it's going to run faster than these young things blindsiding you. It ain't going to happen. It's going to sneak you, LeBron. You better add up.
Yeah, word to all you youngins out there, don't mess with those EVs. They get off the line really fast. I don't care whether it's a Tesla or it's a Kia. It's going to mess with you.
Yes.
That said, I want to double down on something that Acho mentioned, because I do think there is one thing that has been permanently closed, and it doesn't matter what Rob Pelinka does, it will not change this fact. And it is that LeBron James is no longer capable of just taking any particular crew and making it a championship team. He needs specific help. He needs specific pieces, and they have to be talented in a way and proven in a way that we've never seen before. That's what has permanently changed. That's what was still alive when he won a championship in the bubble. We're like, with Dwight Howard, with JaVale McGee, like with Jared Dudley, like he took all these, with an old Rajon Rondo, he took Kyle Kuzma, like took all these pieces and still won a championship. The proof in this year is clearly that he needs help, and he needs a lot of it. Not just a healthy AD, but to Acho's point, he needs that go-to guy. He needs his next Kyrie Irving if he's hoping to ever sniff a title again.
But, Slick, I don't know if that's as much an indictment on LeBron James or a testament to everyone else. Because remember, the team that LeBron James, the least talented team that LeBron James carried the furthest was his 07 Cavaliers team. The one he took to a championship, they lose to the Spurs. They lose in 07, 06, 07. Lose to the Spurs, they get swept. But the kicker now is, when you look at the West, one which is harder than the East was back in 07 when LeBron carried that squad, in the West, even an 8 seed got a Ja Morant. Even a 6 seed got a Luka, a KP, and a Tim Hardaway, who's now giving you 20-plus a game in the playoffs. Even a 4 seed got a MVP in the Joker. Like, even a 3 seed has a team with Kawhi and PG. A 2 seed got a future Hall of Famer and a Devin Booker who scored 70 in a game before. So I don't know, Slick, that it's LeBron is no longer capable because LeBron's talent has drastically declined or drastically diminished, as much as you got teams in the East that have 3 future Hall of Famers that are arguably or inarguably all in their prime, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, James Harden. Then you got a West that is stacked. Is it an indictment on LeBron? I'm not convinced.
Okay, but did he win in the bubble last year with that go-to scorer? Did he need that guy, that Bradley Beal, that Ja Morant, who was that on last year's team? He demonstrated last year that he was capable of doing that without that star scorer. So I'm just saying, if we're now saying that has to be part of the formula, that's a change.
The change for me is this. If LeBron would have had AD this year, we know they would have beat the Suns because we saw what they did with the Suns when they had AD giving them 34 and 11. If LeBron has AD this year, I think at a minimum they get back to the finals. I think they need another scorer because I'm from